Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure, where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides, past lives, to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affect the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves. Sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we're doing mini trauma healing sessions with requests from the viewers in our live. We had time for 3 guests during this episode. The first guest wanted some help getting on the same page with their partner and moving to a new location. The second person to join us had some sensory walls inside their mental space to get aligned. Our last visitor got help with a sector of caring inside their brain that was shut down for safety. As always, feel free to follow along and apply any of the healing things that come up as needed. Without further ado, if you love bad bitches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast. Oh, hey!
Hi. All right. No green screen, I guess. Cool.
So there was a video that I posted. It was an On This Day video.
Huh.
And it was basically like, you can't access, quote unquote, Jesus's healings because that's not their real name. So there's no healing set up to that. And then someone was like, oh, well, you could probably access Yeshua or whatever, because that's the real name. And I was like, that's not the real name. And here's an example, access Jesus' healing doesn't work. Yeshua's, it doesn't work. And I was like, but there's a back door. You can access the person's healings that society commonly calls Jesus at this time conducive for you. And it worked. And someone was like, whatever's in your heart could access it. And I was like, that's not true. Like I just did a thing and I was like, put their name in it and then put my name. And I was like just sat there and it's like, see how one you can feel something and see how the other one you cannot. And they're like, you don't get to dictate. And I was like, I'm not trying to dictate. It's how it works. I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you watching the video or?
No, they were like this. Wrong.
That is crazy. You said Jesus, so you're wrong. You don't get to choose.
So I was making a video, like I just said okie dokie, but they kept talking and I was like, damn it. And then I was like, I made one video, I was like, this is computer coding. That's how it works. And then I didn't post it. And then the other one was like, I can dictate. I got 20,000 videos that show about that. And I was like, no, I don't even know this person. I wasn't going to do that either.
I can dictate. Okay, if anyone wants to join, we're doing little mini sessions.
You don't have to show your face. You can if you want to. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. You just hit the request, come up on the screen. It could be help with some illness. It could be help with spirit guides. It could be help with moving. It could be help with climate change, like whatever the fuck you want help with. We can help you with it.
Autism.
Did you say pants?
Yes.
Yes.
What if they help with pants?
We have had conversations about helping with pants.
Oh, they wanted pants. Hi, Jade. Are your pants okay?
Do you want to work on your pants? We're here to help you with pants. We're doing pants only, guys.
Are your pants stiff when you move them?
That's too funny. I don't even know what you meant by that.
We're having a pants party.
I am also wearing pants.
You don't know if I am or not.
Oh my god.
I am. It would feel really fucking weird if I came on here without pants.
Is my feedback?
We hear you now. We didn't hear you a minute ago. What's up, babe? What do you need help with?
Anything. I don't know.
Okay.
Everything's up in the air. My life's up in the air. And I feel like, leaves, kids throwing leaves out in the air, just like, boo, and then they land. I'm like,
Well,
midair.
why don't you get more control of that? So if you're going to go with the analogy that you used, just because like when you talk, you channel stuff, even if it's just like quick colloquialisms from your childhood, when you talk, you're channeling. So if everything's up in the air like leaves, if you were to rake leaves or get them back, what would you do? Like, how would you in your physical world?
There's not even a place to catch the leaves. Just throwing that out there. That's why they're up in the air. There's nothing.
Like, yeah, it makes complete sense. Like, there's a yard, here's a trash bag, here's a rake, like, and it's just
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Frustrating.
You made a bag and you made a trash can and you did the rake and now you're raking it up. Like, you had your fun and that was great. That's great. Now you're done with the fun. So rake it all up.
Did you like
You're
try to
raking
put
it.
it in a different yard? Like somewhere else, all this stuff where
It looks like
we need to be doing this.
It feels like dizzying. Like it's like almost like somewhere in my neighborhood somewhere. It just
possibly could it be my significant other? Because I tend to
put it in their yard.
I'm
like
just saying,
like
like, I tend to look out for him more than I probably should.
This
maybe.
was like all the stuff that's in the air. You were like, we need to have like a new place for this. We need to, like, it's almost like this thing that was in the future, like I keep wanting to think new house, like a new house, new life, new me. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have all this stuff. All this stuff will come back down when this new house, new me. Okay.
Yes. So we're looking for a house. We're currently staying with my in-laws and we've been here for almost a year. We moved 6 hours away. And so I'm ready to move. He's not. And I'm like, so you're just trying to stay around your family? I don't plan on moving far, but we need our own spot.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. And I feel like we're in a place to be able to do that. We've saved, like I have a really decent job, I think. So does he. And I'm just like, what is the holdup? I applied for an apartment.
You've heard us talk about MEK before, right?
No.
Okay, MEK, I butcher it when I talk about it because it comes from Kate's line, like of her job line, like her field, her craft. It's methyl ethyl ketone, and it's like we've discovered early in our meetings and talkings that it does really great energetic, like glugon, basically. So can you say if it's in the highest good, please douse all of this in?
If it's in my highest good, please douse all of this in
MEK.
MEK.
Something dropped in a yard.
Was it the leaves? It was a thud.
Yeah, it was like a square. I don't know, a suitcase, maybe? I mean, it doesn't have to be in a yard. Oh, go ahead.
Can you ask your team, can you say, hey, is your partner male?
Mm-hmm.
You said, right? Okay. Can you say, his team and my team?
His team and my team.
Can you guys give us clarity on give me clarity on what's holding us back?
Can you give me clarity on what's holding me back?
Us back.
Or what's holding us back, please?
Kate's moving stuff. It's like anxiety and emotions. I keep hearing the Radiohead song, and it's really, really slow and methodic because that's how their music is. And it's everything in its right place. And it just keeps looping the chorus part, which is like, in its right place. I can't sing it right now, guys. Thanks. But just looping.
It's almost like you're trying to put all this stuff down in a random yard instead of the place that is right for you. Like it's like this place that you're trying to set it down in, you know it's not right. You're just like, anything will work. Anything is fine.
At this point, and that's not how you need to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. And I'm so tired of it. Like, I applied for an apartment and they got back to me and told me it was approved, but we have a motorcycle and a trailer and a truck and 4 trucks, sorry. he wants the space, and I'm just like, a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm pretty sure Dad wouldn't mind if you left everything there. Like, I just need my own space. Today's my day off, and I need peace and quiet. And he's just like, okay, but we got to plan, and we got to save more, and we got to this, and it's just like, I want to stick with
Oh,
you.
can you ask his team and your team, like whatever I'm able to release for him, whatever he gives me consent to release, you have to say, you have to talk to them. You have to say that.
Okay.
Sorry.
I really want to cry because I want to like clunk him sometimes, but okay.
Whatever I'm able to
release.
Yeah, yeah, we don't care.
Okay. Jimmy's team and my team.
Whatever I'm allowed to release for him that he gives consent for.
Whatever I'm allowed to release for him that he gives consent for.
Connected to things needing to be just right.
Connected to things needing to be just right.
Or things needing to be in the future.
Things needing to be in the future.
Or the fear around this.
Or the fear around this.
Release those soul contracts and bindings.
Release those soul contracts and bindings.
And neutralize the fear.
And neutralize the fear.
Okay, Kate is getting like really clear messages with your stuff. Like she's seeing the things, and I keep doing this like these things back here, which help. I mean, we're both getting answers for you, but she's like seeing something that's like real simplistic, and she's just waiting for us to let her talk. So,
oh, I didn't know what the fuck. I was getting sucked into it.
Okay.
So I'm glad you pulled me out of that because I was just like, oh, like in there. Well, I mean, you came up on the live. Okay. Is there? Do you?
Yeah, I think so too, Luna. Luna said he's literally tethered to the house. Yeah, that's what we're trying. That's what we're trying to release.
Is there a guy that you picture yourself with because of these problems at home?
No. I mean, I picture myself with him, but it's kind of getting hard to keep on that track because it's like, does he want the same things that I do?
Is it a faceless guy?
Ooh, what is it?
Are you asking me or her?
Her.
Oh, okay.
Is it like, because, okay, so when Kate says, are you picturing yourself with a guy? And most people will be like, no, I don't have anybody in the horizon. I'm not talking to anybody, but Kate is seeing the guy. So when she's asking, it's almost like, who is this guy?
Okay.
But I'm asking you, Jade, is it a faceless guy? Like your idea of what the kind of partner that you either wish he would be or, okay.
Yes.
It's like, I don't think you actually want a partner like that because I got sucked in unwillingly. I just started like,
we don't know what that means, Kate. Like a partner like who? Like the one she has or the fantasy one?
This faceless, this thing, this. Okay. It's almost like if only he were like this. And it's like, you don't actually want that. You hate this. You don't actually want that. You would go nuts if you had blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? It's like a fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, the idea of it, the possibility of what I could have is kind of intriguing, nice, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, what does that mean? Would I be comfortable? I feel more secure with my husband now. I just don't like the
it's magnetizing
non-decisions
and not on purpose.
So we're going to have you demagnetize it.
So activate all of the hallmark removal healings to all of this. Number one.
Like Hallmark movies. We were trying to find a way that felt like us, that embodied and encompassed all the fucking like
bullshit, stigma, whatever.
And that's what we came up with.
Relationship status, it's complicated. No, it's not. That's what
okay, so deactivate.
Activate the hallmark removal healings.
Activate the hallmark removal healing
to all of this.
To all of this.
And fantasy man.
And fantasy man.
And fantasy future.
And fantasy future.
And fantasy life.
And fantasy life. Ooh.
Put this magnetization back to its balanced divine working order.
Back to its balanced divine working order.
Ow! Speed it up.
It has its own field.
Oh, can you speed it up, please? Can you say speed it up, Jade?
And speed it up, please.
God, fuck.
It has its own auric field. It's not even supposed to be with you.
Okay, so in that aspect, it's not even just that he would be tethered to a house. It would be that you are magnetized to something that doesn't exist. It had its own gravitational pull. It was like an egregore of a fantasy life that could not ever be reached. And it wasn't magnetized as in pulling you in, like it pulled Kate in to look at it, but it was a pulse out. It was that kind of magnet. So as he was,
because I've always wanted to be with this guy.
Book is what I got. I got that very clearly.
What'd you say?
Books. Reading stories. And I don't know if it's like necessarily like books, like physical, or if it's like online articles or.
I used to read a whole bunch of journal, like relationship type stuff.
Oh, okay. That's from that.
There's this kind of stuff happens all the time. Even people who, like, I was working with someone who like diagnosed ADHD, and a lot of the tricks that people have to combat that or manage their life did not work for them because it wasn't from them. It wasn't how they naturally operate. So even if you're taking tips and tricks from relationship gurus, or even tips and tricks from Kate and myself on spiritual stuff, if it doesn't come from how you would speak, like that leaf analogy, which actually moved a lot, was your own words. If you guys listen to your own stuff instead of what the gurus say, you'll move mountains.
Gotcha. Yeah, little gurus.
And then just like your verbiage too, if that makes any sense. Like the word
I thought
normal
I was interrupting
to me,
you when I said that.
Nope.
Just like right now.
I'm sorry.
She's kidding. She's just fucking with you.
Oh my god. Like the word normal to me means most of the time, but to other people it means normal person, not neurodivergent.
We literally had to heal that like the other day. Kate was like, "Hey, you flinch every time I say this word. Why?" And then I was like, "I don't know. Do I need to heal it? I have a visceral reaction." And then we figured out what our meanings were, and it was like, okay.
So it's like if the word normal makes you flinch or you don't like it and you're using it to, because you think it, I don't know, you read in an article that that's how you're supposed to talk, then you're not going to fucking like it and it's not going to work.
Right.
So
I feel like I may have had him like on or set him on an expectation of what I thought things should be, and not accepting him for who he is, even though
but it's not as like poetic and like self-downing as that. It's just humans be humaning, and
you're trying to get help.
You're just trying to do the things. If you put things, it's not like asking the universe, like putting your order into the universe. It's more like asking your team, but it is like putting in an order. And you can like figure out what both of you want. Like he wants space for all his vehicles. That's something that he doesn't want to let go of. And you want space for yourself. Like how do you make, right now he currently has space for all his vehicles. So until he finds something, he's good. You need space for yourself, but you don't have that. What can you do to make yourself have space in the place that you're currently in?
Well, I tried, scheduled a day off. Like my boss has to schedule like a month out. So last month I made sure to have a day off, and that's here me today, or just literally doing nothing. And
how do you make it more your space? Because he doesn't care if he has a space to himself because he goes out of the house.
Yeah.
And then you like to stay in the house. So you want to make your area yours.
Yeah, and it's just cluttered right now.
It's difficult when we're constantly in a place of, and this comes up in our podcast all the time, and it came up for myself and Kate in life. So we're speaking from absolute, like, we know this works. Yeah. If you're living in a space of like, I want to get the fuck out of here, whether it's home, relationship, career, you're not going to be able to go anywhere because you're constantly in survival mode. If you actually make the space that you're in, like, okay, I'm here, all of a sudden, fucking everything opens up for you. Like, Kate and I were homeless, living out of boxes, not even at the same time, like separate from each other. As soon as we started hanging up our clothes and unpacking, even though we didn't really have we had clothes on
rack. A bar. Yeah, on like a clothes rack bar.
Just like, okay, I am here. This is where I am right now. All of a sudden, boom, everything open.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make me a little spot. I have a desk and it's like cluttered and I just keep adding to it, and it's like now I have a middle and a corner, and it's gonna be like just this little corner, and I'm gonna fix it and try to enjoy it and spend a little more time.
You know, when you were younger and like you'd clean up a room and it would just feel so fucking good that you would just sit in there and just look at that space?
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
It's an acceptance. It's like a level of acceptance.
Yes.
Like, it's like, all right, this is the space.
In Harry Potter, that the first one, the movie where they had that
closet?
No, the plant. Where if they stopped wiggling,
it would scream.
They would fall through.
The devil's snare.
Yes, the devil's snare. You gotta stop wiggling.
Thrashing around and being like, no, we'll go here and here and here.
Oh, you're actually like, your whole energy body is relaxing from that.
So did his team?
Yeah. When we channel that you can ask a person's team, that means that person's team is willing to listen and answer. Like, he doesn't seem to know that you're as distraught about everything as you are. Like, you might talk about it, but he doesn't. He's fine.
Like, he doesn't care, or he just
no, he's just not aware.
It's very.
I feel like if I say anything else, I'm gonna fly off the hinges, because I feel like that's all I do is tell him how I feel about it.
He thinks that you're at a level 5, but you're actually at a level 10.
You're at like 10 plus.
How do I make him understand I'm at a 10 plus?
Don't be at a 10 plus. How do you get yours? It's hard because it's like people ask, like, how do I get my family to understand this healing practice? How do I get whatever? And it's like, how do you get to the point where you don't give a fuck?
Okay.
Heal yourself, heal the world. You're not going to change them because you want to. It doesn't work like that. You have to figure out why it affects you.
And that doesn't mean he doesn't have to do any work, whatever.
No,
like,
that's bullshit.
We have, like, if our partners aren't in this relationship with us, if this friendship isn't work, like, it doesn't work. Right. You all have to be in it. But we strive to get ourselves calmed down. We strive to get, like, this is bugging me. Why is it bugging me? What do I need to do so it doesn't bug me anymore?
Yeah. So accept it.
No, not accept
it. Make a little
it.
Spot.
Yes. Oh, that kind of accept it. Yeah. I thought you meant like the level 5, 10 shit.
Well, he'll come out of it and be a little more open to moving once he feels or senses that I've kind of calmed down, accepted this. But between him and I, like, it's spoken that we agreed to find a place where all of his
wants to.
Okay.
He wants to. He's still on board with that, is what it feels like. It's just.
It also looks like that he knows when it's going to be the right place.
So talk to his team and your team and write out like a list, either energetically, out loud, on a piece of fucking paper, and be like, hey, his team and my team, this is what I fucking want. This is what I want. I want all of it. You guys work together and go get it for us and bring it to us. That works for jobs, houses, everything. And then if you want to put a timetable on it, you can. Kate and I actively have stuff out there right now of what we want, but we don't have a timetable on it.
Okay.
But you can put one.
All right.
All right.
And have them correlate with each other because they're doing that weird thing where they don't know when to talk.
Our teams?
Yeah. It's almost like a.
Shouldn't they be the ones to know, like, get their shit together and talk?
No,
they see us here together. Oh my gosh. Where do I swing? Left, right, by me.
You're the director of your team.
What?
Teams are emotional.
That whole thing that people say out there in the spiritual community about the spirit guides knowing the way and lining up the path only if you tell them to. People used to ask me all the time, like, what kind of shielding should I do? And it channeled, and I was like, oh, the divine shielding, and activate your divine guardians, like the ones that are right for you. And then activate your spirit team, Kate. Like, we looked into it, and people are like, shouldn't they already be activated? And it's like, no one told them to. No one fucking told them to.
All right.
But if you tell them, well, no, it's not that. They're,
yeah. I get it.
You're the manager of your team. It's a business. You are the CEO. They don't do anything until you tell them that you want them to do it. And you want the best guys on your team doing the job. So, like, you're not going to ask your money guy about, like, orgasms. Do you know what I mean? They don't have a head for that.
Right. I just became store manager a couple months ago.
Good.
Ago. So these spirit teams are about to get in check because I'm learning.
That, I bet they fucking would love that. Because all they want to do is show up and be like your employees. They don't fucking, just tell me where to fucking go and what to fucking do.
Right.
And I'll do it.
Cool.
Okay. We highly suggest going to either Kate's page and doing the close-up / sign-offs that are pinned on her page or my page and doing the closing statements because it'll help, like, align all the things.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out.
All 3 videos or just one?
Just one on, it's either one on her page or one on mine, whichever you're guided to is fine.
Okay.
And then we'd love to hear how it goes. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
All right, so to come on as a guest, Marisol.
If they're still here.
Hi.
What's up, baby?
I just wanted to see what's the most impactful.
Okay. Do you want us to prompt you in?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So Spirit of the highest good, please take me to the most impactful point.
Spirit of the highest good, please take me to the most impactful point.
That I can heal.
There was a little scratch in the throat. It was in the back of the left ear. That was weird. And I got real dizzy.
I started rumbling and going backwards through these layers.
Are you having sensory issues?
Yeah, with it's like with my eyesight, also hearing. I sometimes get like a ring in my ear.
I feel like you're trying to tune into a lot of different things that you're not supposed, like not supposed to, but like the example I have for this is Ben can't be in a room with a lot of people talking because he can't hear himself. It feels like that.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like too, because I went back like and broke through a bunch of bricks. It looks like that you didn't know what this was, so you just built a bunch of walls.
So, like barriers, like soundproof and like vision proof and stuff.
And it like made it worse because it amplified it because it's coming from you. Yeah, it's coming from you, and you're like, oh my god, it got worse. And then built even taller walls, and then like a dome, and you're like, this is crazy.
I mean, to be fair, that's confirmation that you were doing the things. It's just, it wasn't exactly what you needed.
Can you make it conducive to what is all that stuff? So it's either going to crumble or it's going to like morph a different way or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going.
And then collapse what's not in your highest good.
I don't know how to explain what these walls are. I've only seen them in like CGI or AI kind of stuff. they're kind of like fish gills or fish fins or seaweed, but it's walls, and they're like pastel, purplish, bluish, and white, and they like maybe like a sensory, like a kids museum kind of walls.
Oh, okay.
Or like the lining, like in Look Who's Talking, where the egg goes through it looks like that, but like purples and blues.
Yeah, because I've been doing work with inner child, so maybe.
Yeah, like child sensory stuff. It's way better than the fucking echoey bricks. It's not an echo chamber anymore.
Oh,
it feels a lot better.
So you can scream and like not be heard. You can just kind of do your thing. Like,
and
not
you can hear everybody else.
Yeah.
You can hear everybody when you want to. You can scream if you want to. It looks, I don't know. These walls that you built, it was a great idea. It seemed like it was like exactly what you needed to do. You just didn't have the right material, which Kate and I have done many times over. So
it'd be like this sometimes.
That's why we kind of just will go, can you put this like either conducive to us or divine balance working order for what I need? Like you do the things and then just ask your team to tweak it to you.
Okay. So I give the order so they know where the places go?
Yeah, it looks like you did that. You just told them to build walls, but you didn't put it like how you needed it, because I don't think you would have known. And so it was like bricks, but it was echoey and uncomfortable. And now it's like this like cool fabric, soundproof, flowy shit. Where is this? Is this the sensory sector?
It's like back behind. Oh, it's like a little thing of the mental space room.
Oh, okay. Because sensory sector usually has knobs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's like something created just to be there.
And that was the subconscious thing?
Seems like it seems like you were overwhelmed. Did you do something? Like, were you like, I wish everybody would shut the fuck up? Or were you like, I want boundaries put in place? Like, what did you do?
I think I just been more vocal with my kids and my husband of like, to not turn up the music or the TV so loud. Sometimes it's like, I can't even hear myself think, let alone.
What did you do with your team though?
Yeah, like let's do the sensory number.
I don't know. I don't really think it was done like intentionally. It was just like, I thought I needed just like silence. It was too much.
Oh, is this where you go to recharge? This little room here? This little sensory room? So, where's your sensory knob room? I think that's where we need to go, because you created this room because I guess the sensory knob room just wasn't a thing for you?
It's a closet filled with, like, it reminds me of like the junk closet or garage where it's like, I'll just work with this later. That's the sensories.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a junk closet. I'll stuff it in there and deal with it later.
Okay. Well, let's go in there.
You can't.
Okay. Go back to before this happened.
Oh, okay. So you didn't always have sensory issues, huh?
No.
Because this is like what? Like this is end of middle school, beginning of high school.
Yeah.
Before it happened. Oh, okay.
What happened? What'd you say?
It was before she met her husband.
I was about to ask if you like started a family or something. Okay, so update and upgrade this whole room, or merge this version view, exchange you information.
Merge this version of me and exchange information.
And then update and upgrade this room.
Update and upgrade this room.
And speed that up. And integrate it back into your system.
Integrate back into my system.
And everything it's connected to.
And everything it's connected to.
Okay. I think you completely shut it down. Like, I know you had it stuffed full with shit, but I think you completely just disconnected it. Like, oh, this is useless. All right.
It felt like this is my life now. Like, this is just what it has to be. Can you break all contracts with that are no longer in your highest good?
Just break all contracts that are no longer in my highest.
Connected to that.
Connected to that.
You're really big on like not losing your shit, huh? Like you don't want to yell, you don't want to get mad, you don't want to.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you say, hey team?
18.
I need to find the way that I transmute energy.
I need to find a way that I transmute energy.
And find alignment.
And find alignment.
That's conducive.
That's conducive.
To my own personal morals and ethics.
To my own personal morals and ethics.
And desires.
And desires.
There you go, just straighten it up. Feels good to me. What's it look like on your end, Kate?
It's like they're merging in with each other. The sensory knob room and the sensory room. Like, you can have both.
Yeah. It feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like there's a lot of less tension around my neck, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I lifted a lot around there. Okay. Well, go either do the close up / sign offs on Kate's page or the closing statements on my page, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Hello, son.
Evolve.
Eva. Oh,
Cosmic.
Cosmic
Evolve. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Nothing much. Ready?
How can we help you?
Motion Apple orange that's affecting me right now.
Okay. You're already going in.
It just feels really wavy, like you're being sloshed around, knocked back and forth. Do you like listen to music and sway back and forth or something?
Yeah.
Do you like staying in there 24/7?
Sometimes.
But it hurts.
Do you like it because you enjoy it, or do you like it because it escapes from other stuff?
Escape.
Okay, that's why it hurts.
Oh, have you done like any kind of mental space room clean out or update, upgrade, or anything like that?
I did a clean out.
Can you update and upgrade them too? Because you're using it to escape yourself. Okay. And everything the mental space room is connected to, update and upgrade that as well.
That hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts right here.
Yeah,
Clarity.
right there a lot.
Clarity.
What is that? Why is this black? Why is this spot blacked out? What?
Like, I don't need clarity. I don't need it. I don't need the clarity. Why?
Do you get mad when you figure out the clarity? Like, when you're like, oh, they didn't cut me off in, like, I'm using this as an example. They didn't cut me off in traffic because their boyfriend just broke up with them. They're a cunt. Like, when you find out why people do what they do, does it make you, like, it looks like Hulk mad, like turn into the Hulk mad?
Yeah.
So you'd rather just not know why they do what they do?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, well, this is black and numb to the point where it's sticking out. Like your team is like, this needs to be adjusted. This needs to be addressed. Even if you were to take antidepressants, like I use the one that I know of firsthand because I self-medicated on my ex-husband's supply. It was Zoloft. it numbs your frontal lobe, and that's to like tune off emotions and stuff. This sector isn't supposed to go numb, the clarity sector. I don't think I've ever experienced it numbed out or blacked out before on anyone. So we need to figure out how to make it to where it's safe for you to get clarity, it doesn't hurt, and that you don't shut it down.
Okay. Can you activate the empathy and perspective healings to all this conducive?
It's moving a lot. It's still black up there. I know you're getting to it, but.
And if you want, I have cheeseburgers healings because I have Asperger's. If you would like to do them conducive, it's just all of the cheeseburgers healings conducive to what I need is what you would say.
Yeah, because I'm feeling numb sometimes.
And then speed all that up. It's like removing netting from back here.
Yeah, and there's like veins starting to, it's still like not complete, but the veins of like blood flow, I guess, are coming back.
It's does it need to go pretty slow? Because I can see that the underneath is starting to be clear again.
We also want to set it up for you, or help you set it up for yourself, to where the stuff that you don't want clarity on, instead of just numbing it completely, like you can keep that shit. Like if you don't want to know people's bullshit, you can keep it away where it doesn't harm your own body. Like they can sit in their own shit. It doesn't have to go on you, you know?
So there's also intrusive channeling healing. So if you want, you can adjust your channeling to not be intrusive and not just randomly come on, only when you direct it to and you say so.
You're moving a lot. It's moving a lot in your hips for some reason, down your legs. It's straightening your spine, and your toes are wiggly.
Yes, it put a lot of weight on you, being able to see everybody's everything.
Oh, is that why you got like, is that what sent you down your depression spiral last time?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to leave you in a place where everything's wide the fuck open again. I hope you know that. Like, we're going to help you. We have to like open it up and feel it out, and then put the things in that make it to where what you wanted to happen happens.
Okay.
Do you know what Kate means by intrusive channeling? Was that like?
No.
We're just able to see all of it. How was your weekend? And then you would see how their weekend was. You don't want to see that shit. And then you would put it on yourself, like, oh man, what do they want me to say? I saw this and this. Okay, so what's the most appropriate thing I could say for this? But I know this and this. Is it appropriate to? That's so much mental energy. It doesn't fucking matter. So it would be like, how was your weekend? Bam, slam it shut. How was your weekend? Then they tell you, and that's all you know, unless they ask you a question. Hey, my weekend went like this. What happens when blah, blah, blah said this to me? Okay, let me just, let me
that way it doesn't flood in and drown you.
Yeah, like my dad told me about a funeral happening, something like that.
Because it makes it to where you have to correct it. Oh, yeah,
I didn't hear what you said, Yvonne.
Like something like when my dad would probably tell me a sad story of a funeral happening.
You would see it all. You would see every in and out and backstory, and their like what happened before they got to the funeral hall, and just everything. It was too fucking much for you.
Yeah, I did see a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then the people that were there, you would see all that shit too. And it's like, nope, your dad's telling you a story, and you are seeing what he's telling you.
Yeah, like he's reading you a bedtime story. This basically makes it to where when you have a conversation with somebody, you are seeing on the page that they are showing you only. Unless you want, like Kate said, you want to see more. And then you can go into the page and look around. But what was happening to you is instead of going into, it was going on you like this. And you couldn't help it. You didn't have a choice. And so you were like, fuck it, I don't want to know anything.
And then also, too, you couldn't enjoy being around people or when they talked or anything like that. Nothing was enjoyable because it's everything. Because
they would just be like, how was your day? How was your, my day was like, and you'd be covered in their trauma, in their shit, in everything. And you couldn't communicate. And so you just numbed it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
And does it make sense now, like if you set it up this way that you can like actually have a conversation with someone like we're having now, and it's just the like looking at the page that they are presenting?
Yeah.
So upgrade your channeling boundaries. There you go. It looks like you just put like bumpers on the sides. Hell yeah.
Now it's like flesh colored, almost like what are those birthmarks? My kids had them that like raise up, like it's not just skin, but it's like a red hemoglobin or whatever. I don't fucking know what they're called.
Hemoglobin, hematoma.
Yeah, those fucking things. Okay. It looks like that, but not like not super raised up. It's like
callus almost, right?
Yeah, almost like when my ankle was it's puppet strings.
Okay. Remove all the puppet strings to all this, and then also the puppet master removal healings to all this. And then that channeling boundary, do the same thing of what people can see with you.
Hold on, this is moving a lot. It needs to be sped up. Before the thing you said about the channeling, the boundaries.
Okay.
That needs to be said again.
Okay. So, the reason why the puppet strings were there is all the boundaries you put in place for your channeling needs to be put in place for what people see with you. Because they do not have the healing. This is typically how it goes. They see something from a neurotypical standpoint and they're like, they lack confidence. And it's like, no, I'm trying to view the entire room. That's why I'm sitting back here. Nothing to do with my fucking confidence.
They put a lot of shit on you.
And it's like, you see how I'm bluntly talking to you, person? This have nothing is wrong with my confidence. You interpreted it incorrectly. So make it conducive to your boundaries of how you want to be perceived.
There you go. How's that feel, babe?
Feels good.
Right on.
What y'all said was accurate as heck.
All right.
Cool.
Merge in with these new systems of yours and exchange you information. Because basically what you did is you tore down all of this shit and rebuilt it.
Hey, Yancy, you said, damn, I missed the whole thing. Whack. I don't know if you know this. This is a podcast. You can watch it again next week. You didn't miss anything. Wow, weird. What are you new here?
Oh, hey, Yancy, I've never seen you here before. Really? And then integrate it back into your systems and everything it's connected to.
Speed that up.
And then secure it down.
Hey, you also have something here while you were integrating it. It was like, I can't make good music unless I'm depressed. Can you remove that bullshit? Thank you.
Another accurate thing.
What did you just say to me?
I said another accurate thing.
The way that you laughed through that word as if that was going to be clear for me is wild.
Yeah, like another adjectively.
Bitch, what did you say, Evolve?
I said it's accurate, another accurate.
Oh, well, I don't know if you know or have met us, but we're kind of working with your team and channeling the shit that is happening with you. We're not making things up. We don't do that. There's fear around it too. Can you neutralize the fear? Like, you're a musician. That's what you do. You don't have to have, you don't create from externally, you create internally. It's just in you. It's just what you do. There's a lot of like expectations and shit that you put on yourself that they just need to go away.
I think, have you like watched videos and stuff on what inspires other musicians? And you're like, yes, all of their pain is my pain.
No, not like that.
Okay, can you break all contracts you have with what taking on everyone else's shit?
There you go. Jesus.
Just because, also, just because they tell you something doesn't mean that it's for you to take on. Sometimes people are venting, and sometimes people are complaining just to complain.
That took a lot for Kate to get to a point where she was like, oh, I'm not supposed to help them with every fucking thing. Oh, They don't want me for everything. They like, I would be like, Kate, I just want to vent. And she's like, I don't know what that means. What the fuck does that mean? And I'm like, I just want to talk about my day and I don't want help. And now she'll be like, I want to help, but I don't know if you want help. Were you venting or do you want help? Which I have to do with my kids. I'll be like, do you just want to complain or do you want me to help? And sometimes they just want to fucking complain. And I'm like, okay, cool.
And sometimes it's like a processing that they need to get through. And sometimes it's like a transmuting. Like there's so many different things it can be. But because you go up and tell people things for action does not mean that other people do that. In fact,
it'd be a lot easier.
Do not.
It would be a lot easier. It'd be a lot easier if they did.
It's very awkward for other people to do that, especially neurotypical people. They are not used to action at all. Shifting a lot. There's like a lot of stuff opening up. Are you thinking like, then what do I do?
Yeah.
You can nod and be like, oh, sometimes you can relate to them by being like, man, same thing happened to me. Or sometimes they just want to nod.
Or like you can do like you can do what I do where I couldn't understand you and I went, wow, that's wild. Wow. What does that mean?
Yep, ask questions. People love when you ask questions about the things they're complaining about.
Hell yeah, they do.
So like, they're like, man, my fucking windshield
cracked. That's a good point.
You could be like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Right.
Does that make sense? Because you're really silent processing. And so I'm like, what are you caught up on?
Are you like, I don't like to ask people how their day is. I never have. Do you not like to ask questions if you don't actually care about the answer?
Kind of.
Like it sounds like rude to the like, average person, but my ex-husband used to be like, who was on the phone? I'd be like, oh, my mom. I'd be like, how is she? I was like, I don't know. I didn't ask. We weren't talking about that. Why would I? You don't have to ask questions. It's just something that is available to you as an option. Like you don't have to appease them. You don't have to make them happy. Yeah. You don't have to. Like, and you just be like,
care either way.
You just be like, right on. Or, man, that's wild. Or crazy or whatever the fuck. Or be like, oh yeah? Huh.
Or like, what? Or you can just nod your head. You don't even have to fucking say anything.
Or Kate just throws in random stuff. Like if someone's like talking about something and she'll be like, yeah, I fucked your dad last night. It works.
Every time. Like, damn, that's crazy. Almost like when your dad sure liked it last night when I fucked him with the lights on. and they're just like, ah, ha, 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 and it like gets them out of their own head. So however you want to go about it, you can, because it's not as serious as they're making it, or you're making it to be. It's like,
yeah, you're the one uncomfortable.
Serious.
They're not.
Mm-hmm. It's like level 1 serious, but it feels like it's level 10 serious.
Okay.
Oh, can you tell your team to put your levels conducive to who you're talking to in that conversation? And that way you can tell if it is serious or not, because the levels will indicate it to you. It'll make it easy. There you go. It'll make it easier for you to figure out what to do. That feels really good. Kate and I both have pretty silent partners, and we have found with the people that are silent, like with the way that we channel, it's almost like we're taught, like if I talk to, say you, for example, if I talk to you and you're silent, it shoots the thing to Kate. And if Kate talks to you and you're silent, it shoots the thing to me. That's one of the ways that you seem to have things set up so that it kind of takes care of itself. And that's how both of our partners are, which is really interesting. But we live with that. We're used to it. But I don't think everybody's used to that. But you can set it up that way, basically, like, not that you have to take on their stuff, but it filters back to them and gives them their own answer.
Because a lot of people can't verbalize quick enough what all the things they're thinking in their head. And for people that can, it shoots it to them. I used to get mad at myself because I couldn't talk fast enough.
You're one of the fastest talkers I know now. You're one of the fastest talkers in the West.
I know. Y'all get that?
Woo!
I told a year's worth of life stories in it.
That time that Trisha Paytas or whatever went on the fucking talk show as the fastest reader. Do you know about that?
Yes.
Yes. Bitch, what are you saying?
Bitch was holding that Guinness Book of World Record. She was fucking doing it.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to beat her record. You ready?
Oh, my God.
Holy bitch. What?
Conducive.
That would probably fucking work.
Oh, shit.
Set all the healings in the book to conducive.
Conducive. All right, now close-up / sign-offs and closing statements. Actually, I mean, yeah, it does look really good. If you want to do closing statements on Kat's page and or close-up / sign-offs on my page, it is highly recommended, and then secret securing this down.
And then we don't do the like random guests on the screen every week, but we do announce it. At least I do on my video. And it's at least once a month, if not twice a month. Mm-hmm. Join us anytime.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
A lot of big help.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, bye.
Bye. Do you know how to get out of here? Do you know how to leave? I'll kick you out. Oh, he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our time. That was good.
That was fun, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Book a dual session with Kate and Kat. Visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.